I'm going to explain to you the reason why many vitamin C serums are failing, especially on melanin-rich skins. Welcome to today's class. You know me, I don't just come and tell you, oh, buy this product, buy that product. Like, there will be a place for that, obviously, but I'm more interested in you actually learning, so that for the most part you will still be able to make informed and educative product purchase. I'm here to actually teach you the science of skincare, but in a non-science way, if that makes any sense. Have you ever gotten a vitamin C product and at the end of maybe one bottle, two bottles, three bottles, you discover that your hyperpigmentation is not cleared, is not clearing? Remember how I say I understand that skincare takes time as it should, but you should at least see significant results. So in this video, we'll be discussing probable reasons for that. Was the product fake? Does vitamin C just not work? Is there just something that you haven't learned about skincare products and ingredients yet? Let's dive into this conversation. I'm going to explain to you the reason why many vitamin C serums are failing, especially on melanin-rich skins. We're also going to be talking about the various forms of vitamin C and which of the forms work best for hyperpigmentation. We'll also be talking about why some people can spend years using vitamin C serums and still never see results. I have a video that I'm going to attach in the description. I talk about the different stages of hyperpigmentation and where vitamin C comes in to play. Now that we understand that vitamin C alone in itself cannot combat the entire journey of hyperpigmentation, there's a place where vitamin C comes in. Now that we've understood that, let's actually talk about something that is not talked about is not talked about a lot. Vitamin C has various forms, and people may try to make it look like, or we may think that they are actually all the same. They have the same strength, the same ability, but they do not. As we said, vitamin C comes in multiple forms, and some forms are stabler and more effective than the others. Before we talk about all the derivatives or forms of vitamin C, let's actually talk about this amazing ingredient called vitamin C. Most people think that vitamin C is just supposed to fade your dark spots. Vitamin C actually has three functions. First of all, it's antioxidant protection. Throughout the day, your skin is attacked by free radicals from the sun, from environmental pollution. Now, all of these cause damage to the skin. What vitamin C does is to help neutralize them before they cause way more damage. Now, the second thing is that vitamin C is essential for collagen production. Collagen production is the reason for the firmness of your skin, for the elasticity of your skin, and it also helps to combat aging. When your skin no longer produces collagen, that's why you see that your skin is sagging. You see that your skin is not firm, and you are actually aging quickly. The third thing that vitamin C does is melanin regulation. Vitamin C actually helps slow down the production of an enzyme called tyrosinase. Now, tyrosinase is actually one of the things that can cause excessive melanin production. And excessive melanin production is why we then have dark spots and dark scars on our faces, which is what we call hyperpigmentation. Less tyrosinase activity actually equals brighter and more even looking skin. Different derivatives and forms of vitamin C. So the first one is L-ascorbic. This is pure vitamin C. This is the form that skincare brands use for like their PR hype. It's the gold standard. It's the form that everybody talks about. But here's the catch. L-ascorbic is extremely unstable, and an unstable vitamin C is not an effective one. L-ascorbic is highly unstable, especially in the presence of light and air. It oxidizes quickly. When it's exposed to air, it becomes less effective. When it's exposed to light, it's less effective. And even more, it degrades when exposed to heat. And this is why your vitamin C sometimes is brown, orange, yellow. That's usually a sign that your vitamin C is actually breaking down. Because here's the thing, a good, effective, unoxidized vitamin C is colorless and clear. At the very least, it's pale yellow. It's not yellowish or brown or orange. It's very pale, almost champagne-like in color. So think of it like apples. Apple also oxidizes in the presence of air. Once you cut an apple open, at first it's very clear, but as it starts to go, it becomes brownish. The white part of the apple becomes brown. An important caveat though to know is that not all forms of vitamin C will come clear. Some formulas contain ferulic acid, vitamin E, or natural coloring ingredients. So this can actually make vitamin Cs that are made with these things to be like yellow from the beginning. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are no longer effective, which is why this education is more important than just recommending, just saying, oh, go and buy this, go and buy that. It's important that when you buy them, you yourself can actually tell what you're buying. So L-ascorbic, for instance, is pale to very light yellow, but ferulic acid tends to be more yellowish in color. So now that we've talked about the first form of vitamin C, the next one is ethyl ascorbic acid. This is a favorite form because one, it is significantly more stable than L-ascorbic. It penetrates the skin well and it brightens effectively. It also tends to cause less irritation. So for melanin-rich skin that's dealing with hyperpigmentation, this is usually a choice derivative or form of vitamin C. The next vitamin C variant we'll be looking at is the one we call SAP. So SAP, sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Interesting thing about this one is that research has shown that it doesn't just clear acne scars. Remember that we said acne is one of the things that can make the skin see danger and start to produce melanin and then overproduce melanin, which then causes hyperpigmentation. This SAP has been known to also handle acne. Now, I have to make this very clear. You should at no point apply vitamin C on an active or highly inflamed or open acne or pimple. Don't do it. Don't do it. This SAP actually handles hyperpigmentation from two different stages. Remember that we talked about the fact that we have different stages of hyperpigmentation. So it's attacking both the acne itself and post-acne scars. So this is a good one if you are targeting hyperpigmentation. We have the TA. I'll just put the name here. So it's called tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate. This is luxury vitamin C. You see most high-end brands actually use this. For instance, Sunday Riley, which is quite a high-end skincare brand, actually has this in their vitamin C product. It is oil soluble, which means that it easily penetrates into the skin. Remember that we have talked about the fact that for skincare to work, it has to get to a certain point in your skin. So this variant is actually good, especially for stubborn hyperpigmentation. It is also exceptionally stable. Remember that we need stability of vitamin C. The moment vitamin C oxidizes or degrades, it's no longer effective. Now, here's the problem. Most people try to fight hyperpigmentation with one ingredient. Remember that we talked about the fact that hyperpigmentation goes through several biological processes. So what happens when you try to use just vitamin C to combat hyperpigmentation is that it just will not work. It will just not be as effective. So before you start to complain that, oh, vitamin C is not for me, or vitamin C doesn't work, there's something else that you actually need to know. Vitamin C as a stand-alone will not always be effective. There are vitamin C complexes. This means that there are multiple hyperpigmentation ingredients, or there are multiple ingredients basically that have been combined in vitamin C, like ingredients that are actually combinable with vitamin C, because there are some ingredients that are not combinable with vitamin C. So we have like vitamin C complex serums. For instance, you can have vitamin C and niacinamide. You can have vitamin C and salicylic. For instance, La Roche-Posay has a cleanser that is vitamin C and salicylic acid. You can have vitamin C plus ferulic acid plus vitamin E in one product. So it's like a combination of a lot of different hyperpigmentation fighting ingredients. There's also vitamin C and alpha-arbutin. These are all hyperpigmentation fighting ingredients. These combinations don't simply brighten, they attack hyperpigmentation at the different stages. So if you've been using skincare for months or for years and you feel like you're not getting any results, you need to ask yourself the right questions. What form of vitamin C am I using? We talk about the different forms and their stability level and their effectiveness, right? What form of vitamin C am I using? Am I also using AHAs to help with skin cell turnovers, right? Am I using all these things, or am I just using polyformulated, highly unstable vitamin C derivative, and then I'm expecting to see actual results. Now, am I still triggering inflammation every week by picking my face, by popping my pimples, by, scrubbing my face with very rough scrubs? So the best vitamin C serum is one that has been intelligently formulated to know how pigmentation works, or to know how to combat pigmentation. Vitamin C is best paired with sunscreen. We said vitamin C has three goals, not just hyperpigmentation, but also antioxidant protection. So vitamin C and sunscreen are a formidable force together. Once you understand this, you stop shopping based on influencer recommendation, or like random influencer recommendation. You stop shopping based on brand marketing or brand PR. You'll be shopping based on science. Now, in case you're wondering, I'm not very skincare savvy enough to actually know how to actually read ingredients. I will plug you into a website called INSI Decoder. Simply means decoding your ingredients. All you need to do is go to your browser, type in INSI Decoder, and you can find out about any ingredients at all, be it vitamin C, be it any other ingredient. You can simply even sometimes copy your ingredient name, an ingredient you don't understand, type it in, and it would explain that ingredient to you. So let me know in the comment section if you found this video helpful. Is there anything you'll be implementing? Is there anything you know better? Is there anything you would do differently? And I will see you in my next video.